Chrissy.
I'm Sherri.
And we are the Yarn Divas. And we are from Spruce Grove, Alberta, so just outside of Edmonton. And we run a knit night on Monday nights at the Perks Coffee House from 6:30 until 9 p.m. And
you can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook and Ravelry, and we are the Yarn Divas. So if you like hanging out with us, and we are your people, you can
we're
like
everybody's
us.
people. What are you talking about?
Not everyone likes us, but that's okay. We're good with that.
All the cool people.
Just the cool people.
Just the cool people.
So please like and subscribe to our podcast.
Yeah, join us. And then we just hang out, talk about some knitting, and I don't know, a lot of other
Whatever pops into our heads, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
Which is literally what it's like hanging out with each other.
That's right.
We started to lose our filters.
Us. Yeah. So I guess we have a couple of works in progress, some whips each.
Yeah.
Which is unusual for me because I don't usually work on more than one thing at a time.
I know, but I'm kind of happy now that you do.
Come and join this side of the crazy.
Yeah.
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 Well,
it's all good.
And a couple weekends ago, we were at the retreat, the Hippie Strings retreat out in Jasper.
Yep, just before Jasper.
Just before Jasper, so just before you hit the parks. At the
Overlander.
I want to keep saying
Outlander?
It's not the Outlander.
At the Overlander.
Overlander. And if you have never ever been there, please go. It's like amazing. I told my husband that we should just have like a weekend out there of just
I've been telling everybody.
Oh yeah.
It was so beautiful. And I don't know how we lucked out. I don't know if I was like the first one to register. I have no idea. But we had a mansion.
We got an actual log house. That's what we stayed in. 3 of us stayed in a 3-bedroom log house. It had a full kitchen, washer dryer. Like we could have lived there for a month.
I have some pictures of it on our Instagram story.
Yes.
But I couldn't even capture how big this place was.
No, it was
like amazing. It was huge. It was a full living room, kitchen, everything upstairs. But then in the basement there was another full living room, 2 bedrooms, and then a loft upstairs with the master bedroom, which was insane. It was almost the size of my house.
Just the upstairs.
Just the upstairs.
Yeah.
It was so huge. And then Sherri and I, we hadn't been away forever together.
No,
So
it's been a really long time.
It has been. So we bunked out together in the loft. So there was a whole extra bedroom. Mm-hmm. Like another person could easily have come in and we wouldn't even have known.
No.
It was so huge.
It was amazing.
It was such a great weekend. The staff there were great. All of the people that attended the retreat were great.
Yeah.
The class was great.
Yeah.
It was just, we had never been to a knitting retreat before either. So all in all, it was the most gorgeous first experience ever.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about it becoming an annual event, perhaps.
Oh,
maybe.
fingers crossed. I hope so.
Because if they do, I'm there.
Yeah.
It was so awesome.
We got little gift bags.
Oh, we got, the gift bags.
Knit all the things in the mountains from Hippie Strings. They were amazing. They had it stuffed full of really awesome things.
I have some of my stuff pulled out of mine already.
Oh, I pulled most of mine out.
Mm-hmm.
We got these cute little things.
A little gauge.
Yeah, and I think they said brick bubble.
Yeah, brick bubble. Brick bubble. And their pins too.
Yeah, and so those were awesome.
I have one of their pins. I only bought one.
Oh, my other.
They have these cute little Hippie Strings pins.
Hippie Strings pins.
And they have the other one. They have 2 of them, and the other one is a train station because their store. They're up in Sexsmith, so just north of Grand Prairie, and their store is in the old train station, that's so cool.
And then everybody got like a couple of little minis for whatever you want to do. One was from Yarning and the other is from Rose Hill.
Yeah.
And and they had vendors set up, and it was awesome.
Oh, I won a prize.
Oh yeah.
I won bingo.
We played bingo.
So I won one. I can't remember. There was like 5 or 6. I think I don't actually know how many.
I don't know how many little prizes they had.
Yeah, but so
I didn't win anything.
I kept my bingo thing, but I don't know where I put it. So there was a couple of different ones too, quick versions of it.
I know where mine is.
You have yours?
Yeah.
So anyhow, I got a bingo, and I got this is cute. I don't know, the bag though isn't marked, so I don't know who the maker of these bags were, but it's a cute little project bag. And then inside, I totally feel like I scored.
Yeah, you did.
And they were all different. There was one, it was such a cute bag, it was cats hanging off a clothesline. So I got 2 skeins of the ancient art. What's it called? Oh, delphinium. It's such a pretty, I don't know, it looks more lilac. But you know,
It's a purple color. That's the color
It
of
is kind of
delphiniums,
a-
at least the ones that I've planted.
it is. It's that denim-y, purpley, lavendery kind of delphinium color. It is. But also my computer, when I look on here,
Mm-hmm.
it shows the colors way different, and then when I'm editing and I post it, then they look more true. So who knows? Whatever. But we're
Whatever.
also usually at my house where the lighting is
Yeah,
different.
that we're at my house today and the lighting's not quite the same.
Oh.
Only because if you can look through us, there's my little man.
Yeah, Maddie, there you
Right
go.
there.
Hey, buddy.
He's
like-
not at all enthused,
No.
and he could care less because he's watching whatever on his iPad.
He's like, piss off.
Pretty much. But yeah, this was really awesome. Like, they things like, find one who's never knit socks.
Yeah.
If you bought a skein from Yarning, if you're knitting with cotton, whatever.
It was
And
a fun
it's
little
like a
game
fun little game.
because it got you talking to other people,
Yeah.
and so you meet people right off, because that was the first night when we got there.
Yes.
So that was a really nice little interactive, kind of start the socializing thing. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was
Oh yeah,
nice.
because one of the girls ran off to get something from her room.
Oh yeah.
And Chrissy's like, well, I'm not playing this bingo. And then all of a sudden she looks at her, she's like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, bingo! It's like, oh, crap.
I did. I got it. I had it.
I
Yeah.
don't have anything.
So that was our weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like I was on a happy all week after we got home.
Me too.
Like when we were driving back home.
Yeah.
Because for us it's 3.5, just
Yeah,
about 4
it wasn't
hours
bad.
ish. Yeah. But the whole drive home where it was like, you're tired. I was tired.
Oh, I was so tired.
But then I was just like, when I did get home, everybody's like, how was your weekend? I was just like, I was giddy. I was like so happy. It was perfect. It was like the perfect getaway
Mm-hmm.
with great people, and
Oh, I can't wait to do it. If they do it
Yeah.
annually, I will be.
it was
So
really
super
nice
excited.
because I know you go to some of the like the festivals and stuff, and there's all the classes, and some of the retreats are full of classes. Where we had a workshop with the grocery girls
Yeah.
with the afterthought heel, and it was almost perfect because it was a couple hours, an hour and a half ish.
Yep.
So it was nice because it kind of broke up the afternoon. You learned a new skill if it was new to you, which it was to Sherri and I completely, because neither one of us have ever made socks before.
My one and only.
But it was so nice. I brought mine.
I was gonna say, I hope you brought yours because mine's shameful.
It's not shameful.
Okay, first off, self-striping yarn is amazing. Second, I knit so freaking tight. I wasn't sure this thing would fit my foot, but it does.
You guys, it was ridiculous. I was trying to help her. I shoved the needle in there to pick up her stitches, and it was like. It was
So
terrible.
very nice that Tracy and Jody from the Grocery Girls had spare tubes for some of us. to
Yeah, no, that
practice
was
on.
perfect. Yeah, because some people didn't have their socks done in time. or-
Yeah, so I did, and then I came home and I did mine, but I was trying to Kitchener it today, and I sucked at the Kitchener, so I need to pick those back up and redo it. But it fits. It's tight.
Mhm.
It's like a little compression stocking,
Yeah. So yeah,
but I liked it.
it's pretty colors, that one.
This is nice colors, and then if I would have made it longer or kept going, it goes into like more of an orange and then a yellow,
Mm-hmm.
which would be super cool to have like a whole.
But you could get two
I could
full
get-
pairs out of that ball of yarn.
Oh, I sure could. Well, especially if I knit this tight, I could get more.
Boys are gonna have so many socks.
I know.
And-
Maddie
yeah.
is excited now. He
So
wants a
I
pair of
had
blue
finished.
ones.
I had both of mine done into my tubes. So I got I did the one heel that night of the class, which we did the afterthought, and it was, what did they say? It was a Susan B. Anderson and. Oh,
Oh,
I
I wanted to say whirly twirly, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, it's something like that, right? It's got that name.
Yeah.
to
Did
it.
you write it down?
No, it's supposed to be on this handout.
Hmm. Susan B. Anderson and
The Kirby Werby.
Kirby Werby.
The Kirby
Mm.
Werby. So
Close
it
to
is
whirly
kind of
twirly.
a combination, apparently, of the two techniques.
Mhm.
And it couldn't be simpler. Oh my gosh. No holes left in your corner of your heels.
No, it was
It
good
just,
that way.
you pick it up, you knit it, and you Kitchener it off. Couldn't be easier. And I didn't trust my measurements, so I added a little bit of length before I cut in, which I don't know why I did that. So they don't fit me, but they fit my daughter perfectly because she's about half a size. Her shoe size is about half a size bigger than mine, and her foot's a little bit wider too. So she gets new socks, but they're like Easter socks.
And who dyed this lovely yarn?
This I dyed. Allison Barnes, she has dye classes that she does out of her house in her studio. It is such a fun afternoon to do that, you guys. If you have if you've ever been curious or wanting to check it out, go do it. It's so much fun. So you get 2 skeins of yarn, and when we did it, she asked if you wanted DK or sock, so I did both of DK. So I have 2 skeins, 2 skeins, but one is a little bit different colors. But yeah,
I really like that.
they're
I'm gonna
fun.
have to take a class because I think I would really enjoy that.
It was fun. I don't know if I'd ever want to do it, but
Like permanently do it.
But you know what? I think if you had something in your mind, you just couldn't find it, it's a good alternative if you know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if you get something and you just don't really care for the color, if you know how to over dye.
Sorry, we had some serious
We had a
technical difficulty.
Well, a glitch. So the socks, yeah, all done. And well, I wasn't going to, but I will. So the grocery girls, Tracy, I think. Jody said Tracy did these.
Tracy did them.
Made these really awesome handouts for the instructions. So that was nice, because then if you forget how to do it, you've got a resource.
Because originally I said I probably wouldn't make another pair of socks, but I think I will. I actually think I will. I will finish the small size of the mate for this guy, because I only did one at a time. But I think if I do it again, I'd probably use even like a DK or something like that, like go up definitely in the stitches and stuff so that it's easier for me to see them.
Well, I think you also used my
I
little
did.
9
I
inch,
used
and what is it?
9
It's a
inch.
2 1/4, I think. 2 1/4
Right.
mil.
So, and I always have to go
I
up a size.
think, yes, I think you need to do at least a 2.5, and you'd be happier with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just it. Like this
Or
thing fit my foot fine.
no, or if you use this needle
You do
and this
realize that
tight,
pokes through into my hand,
Yeah,
right?
it you just put on 60 stitches because you only put on 58. Did you not?
Yes, I did. Because
So-
the pattern I used called for 60, and when I got through the toe, I had 60 on, and then I thought, oh my god, this is going to be way too big.
But I think most people put
Not
on
way too
60
big.
or 64.
But I thought yours was like 56.
Yeah, but I'm loose. Like I
I
knit
know.
loose.
I know. And so I
And-
think then I went down. Like I
and
went down a couple down.
I used a 2.5.
Right. So you're like loose and small. So anyways.
So I think if you wanted to stay with this, if you went up to 60 for sure, then I think you'd be happier.
Probably. I mean, this still fits,
Mhm.
and I can make another one that fits just right.
Because I mean, we both have smaller feet, so we do
We
not
do.
need 64 stitches.
I know. No, I don't. Like this little baby thing fits me just fine, really.
Yeah,
And I don't like loosey socks.
No, I can't stand them.
They
I
just
hate
fall
them.
off.
I knew I'd never wear them. So, so we got their little kits. We did our afterthought class, little workshop, and as well the Cozy Up sisters, knitters, girls. They designed a pattern for the retreat, and lots of people started it when we were there. They went to the marketplace. They bought their yarn, and they started it out there.
Yep.
Sherri and I are going to start Sherri started hers already.
I did.
So you've started yours.
Yes.
I can't wait.
And
And
this
honestly,
is as far as I've got. Again, being tight knitter, but
and the pictures online really and truly don't do this shawl justice, because when you see it in person, it has all this texture that you can't really see in the picture.
no. And it's
Like this here, I love that.
Yeah, this is the burlap section,
Mhm.
and then this is just the garter section.
Yeah.
But then it's got like the I-cord to it.
I love an I-cord edge. Love it.
I do too.
So
and you know
much.
what? I've only
Is
done.
there an I-cord cast on? Well, we don't wanna
No,
give
there's
away.
not. There's not the I-cord cast on. There's an I-cord cast off.
Ah.
So you just cast. I mean, you just cast on a regular 5-stitch, and then you fix that as you go.
Yeah. So there's kits out that you can do the one main color, and then these are all just minis.
Yeah.
These colors. So there's kits out from who is it? Ginger Snap, Yarn Inc, and Rose Hill all have kits, I think, for it.
And I was wondering if
And
Red
was
Fox
Robin-
Fibers, because that's
Yeah.
what they used, and I
And-
wasn't sure if Erin had
Yeah,
done
Erin
kits for
had
that.
put up. She had put up a picture, I think, of Red Fox Fibers with kits for it too. So people are doing it either with one main and minis, or 2 full skeins of just 2 colors, not minis.
Yeah.
Which is what Sherri and I are gonna do, because they had Alicia from Yarn Inc.
Yeah.
had her sample was done up with these 2.
That one, which I've now forgot the name of that one. And this one, which I've now
This is
just blanked.
Polaroid.
Yeah, that's Polaroid.
So this was a colorway that she released at the retreat, and I bought this one too, but I left it at home for the colorway
we'll
because
put it
I'm
in,
doing
we'll
mine
put
in
it in
yeah, we'll
notes
put it up.
when we're done. But it's this.
It's
absolutely,
a pretty denim-y, turquoisey.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
really
once
pretty.
it's knit up, it's more turquoise. Like you
Mhm.
can't tell in that picture by any means, but that's exactly what it is. But I love it. And
Mhm.
then these were a couple of the little stitch markers that we got in our
In your little goodie
little
bag.
bags, which I'm now in love with.
Yeah, and this Polaroid is
Both
so
of them.
pretty. It's like speckled with mauves and yellows and rusts and
Tons
some
of colors in
different
it.
blues.
Yeah.
So you could pair this with so many different options, and it would all be gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ditching you again. Because I just thought of something else.
Okay.
I bought other ones there too.
So, okay. So I bought that same blue colorway, but I'm not using that because I bought the Polaroid in her tweed base, in Yarn Inc tweed base. The tweed sock. So it's 438 yards per 100 gram. So hers, it's the superwash and the oh my god, my mind just went blank. It's a sock yarn.
It's a sock yarn.
Oh my gosh. So
But
I'm
I
doing
love
it with that. It's got just that, and her tweed is so nice because some tweeds you see and they're quite nubby, where hers is a little bit more subtle. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
It's
so
gonna be so
excited.
pretty.
So I'm pairing it with that and her slate tweed, which there's so many colors in here. Like I say, you could put so many.
You could pair it with anything. Like
So this is her slate. It's a little bit darker than the sample and what Sherri is using. So this is the difference. Because this one's
again, yours
this
looks even
one's,
more purple.
yeah.
It's just the
This one's
lights.
quite bright, a quite bright kind of turquoisey blue.
Yeah, it's super pretty. I'm in
So
love with the
that's what-
color.
That together.
Yeah.
She didn't have this, or I didn't see at least
In the
this colorway in it with a tweed
with
base.
tweed.
But that's okay because we don't need to match perfectly.
No, and this was my other one that I bought I was gonna do the shawl in these colors too, but I might find them for something else. These are the 2 others I loved.
I love this.
The Canyon and Soul, and I love those colors
I
together.
think I have. Well, I have something similar to that with a mohair at home that I've been like.
With the mohair.
I think so. I've been,
Yes.
yeah.
Anywho.
Too many projects, not enough time, right?
No.
Yeah.
Not with the kids involved.
No.
Work.
So at the marketplace, Ginger Snap was there, and Hippie Strings was there with their shop store.
Yep.
And they had in their shop store, they had the Midnight Knits,
Midnight.
Midnight Cravings. I can't. It's like a tongue twister for me. And they also had some Farmer's Daughter.
Yep.
And they had Rose Hill.
Yep.
And had they
Flock.
brought
Flock was
they
there.
brought Flock, but had they brought Aaron's the
No.
Red Fox?
I don't think so.
No. Okay, yeah. And I think that was all that was there it was a tiny little room, but they had packed so much into it. It was so awesome.
It was amazing.
Mm-hmm. And I had never, I mean, I'd seen the mid-knit cravings before, but I hadn't really paid a lot of attention to it because
I hadn't felt it.
no, I hadn't either.
But once you do,
I had no intention of buying yarn
God.
this week or that weekend for the most part, but
no.
we both bought sweater quantities.
Sweater quantities. So
Yeah.
this is her Comfort Sport. It's 100% superwash merino. Honest, whatever the base is like stunning. There's like a cashmere component to it without
It's
it
like
being cashmere.
Yeah, there's no cashmere, but we picked it up and we're like, what is in this?
Yeah, like once we looked, we're like, it, like really, it's just the merino.
I thought for sure it was an MCM.
Oh God,
I would have staked my life on it.
Yeah.
But nope.
No. So this is her broken slate colorway. It's like it's blue. I like blue.
You got a lot of blue.
But I wear a lot of blue.
You do.
I like blue. It's my color.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so
It's pretty.
I'm going to do a cardigan out of this, and I am so excited to get it on.
You got to do your shawl first, and that's our next. So we're gonna do our
I don't
shawls together.
Have to finish the shawl.
Sherry, you have to finish your shawl, and then we can wear it in October when we go to Knit City.
I know I still have to tell my husband we're going. He doesn't watch us here, so we're good.
And your mom doesn't watch this
And my
far to
mom
rat
won't-
you out.
No, so no one else knows me.
Okay, so you got the blue,
I did.
and I don't know what I was doing, but I fell in love with this. This is not a color that I ever buy. It's like I don't know what's gonna show up like on there, because it's one of those colors that when it's not in the sun, it looks kind of pinky, almost like rose goldy pink, but then in the sun, it kind of has a little lavender shade to it. So I bought that to go with this.
The amethyst.
And I have a couple of ideas for sweaters, or for cardigans and sweaters, so I just gotta decide. Because whatever it is, I'm gonna wear the heck out of it.
Because how many of these ones did you buy?
I got
the darker color.
2 of these, and I got 5 of these. I
5
have
of those.
more than enough. Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna use all of it. But I didn't know what I was doing, so I kinda had to.
No, but you know what?
had to
Ultimately, I
buy.
think this
I
color
can make a toque out of this or whatever, right? What if there's any left?
with leftovers, yeah. But I think honestly, you probably will wear that a lot.
I will. I totally will. I'm like, I have so many beautiful things that it's like, how do you decide what your next project is?
Oh yeah.
But the shawl was, because I'm like, I want to do that with you.
She told me to stop working on it so
I
that
did.
she could like join.
I
was
gotta
like,
catch up.
seriously, I'm such a slow knitter. You'll catch up.
Yeah, but you're busier
no
than I
time.
am. You
I
have,
am, and I didn't.
you have littles. I don't.
I know, but I didn't do any work on it this weekend because I was so busy with work and soccer and
Yeah.
everything else. So
And our weekends, like I can take my knitting to work, and sometimes I get time to work on
Yeah.
it, but a lot of times I don't. I never yesterday. I did on Saturday a little bit.
yeah, but you're trying to finish that sweater too. See, I made you start something without you finishing a project.
Yeah. Well, no, I haven't started. I just wound it.
Oh, you just.
I haven't even cast on yet, which I'm probably gonna do tonight.
Mm.
Probably.
It's not one for knit night.
No.
I found
No,
it
no.
hard. I found it hard to do for knit night, or would have a hard time for knit night
No.
because I have to focus.
Knit night. I'm gonna take. I have 2 projects to work on for knit night tonight.
Okay.
So, what are you working on? You're just working on the shawl. Have you finished everything else?
I have.
Wow,
I didn't really have a lot on the go.
that's awesome. I don't think you've ever been caught up. What have you got in your baskets?
Well, in the naughty basket is a lost in time crocheted shawl that I started about 5 years ago.
I have that kit. It's
Oh, I still have the kit.
it's
I did
still
it
in
in
the
a
plastic.
Yes,
I
that's
haven't-
mine.
I haven't even taken it out of the plastic.
I had it done in a whirl, and I'm like
Oh, I
probably
remember
about,
you did it in the whirl. That was
it was
pretty.
a purple. It's a purple whirl. It was really pretty,
It
and
was
I don't
pretty.
mind
It was
it.
that Lavenderlicious or something, wasn't
Yep.
it?
Yeah.
That was pretty. Hmm. So right now, mine. Look, I'm the one with all the stray projects.
I know.
I'm working on. I'm still at my sweater, my Sunday cardigan, but this is sleeve 1 because I had to rip it back because I had some issues with my tension. because I had never magic looped before, and I started to magic loop this sleeve, and it was really tight. Remember, it was like super, super tight. But then I used the magic loop to do my socks 2 at a time.
Yeah.
And that I got totally comfortable with, because at first I was hating it. I was like, I hate my life. I hate my life. I don't like doing this, but I'm going to do it so that I'm finished.
But funny how magic loop runs your life, though. I hate my life because I can't magic loop.
It doesn't take much.
Okay.
I'm a simple soul. So by the time I finished those socks, though, and I did my heels on the mat with the magic loop, then I was totally good with it, and now my tension has worked itself out. So, and I needed help to rip the sleeve out.
Yeah, you did.
So we were at the retreat ripping the sleeve out because it's the three strands. So I tried doing it by myself, and I just had a huge mess because it's a Aran and the mohair and the Surrey baby alpaca, which we talked about this on our last podcast because I had it started. So this is sleeve 1. And it's got an elongated cuff on it. So I also had kind of fiddled around with the cuff, and I think I'm going to pull this rib part back and start over again because I had decreased it an extra set of stitches, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to pull that back, start the rib over, but then it'll be nothing. Like I can probably finish it tonight. And then I can start the other sleeve, and then I'll be good. And then I'll just find some amazing buttons. Which honestly, I have.
You said you had a bunch of amazing buttons. I have
so many buttons because I go to the markets and I found buttons, and so, yeah.
Did you put button, like the holes?
No, the pattern is this weird pattern where you just, wherever you want it, you just kind of stick your finger in it and you just
stick it in there.
Make a big hole.
Oh, well, that's alright. So that works.
Yeah, that's easy. So that'll be done. I don't know if it'll be done this week because I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so that's 36 hours worth of work I have to do. So, but next week
you should have it done.
Yeah, because I'm going to go up to Grand Prairie. I'm going to go on a little road trip on Saturday morning. I'm going to leave, and I'll probably come back Tuesday afternoon. Because I think on Monday is the holiday, so Perks will probably be closed anyway.
Perks will be closed, and I work.
So I doubt that. Well, maybe, who knows? But maybe Perks is probably, because they usually close on the long weekend, on the holidays. So we may need to reschedule our knit night for the long weekend. But I have CPR on Tuesday night, so I have to do my research.
Oh, okay.
So we'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out, and we'll let everybody know.
And then my only other whip that I've got going on, oh my god, it's a tale of sadness.
Oh yeah, your shawl.
So there's a story here. It's a short story, but it's a little bit of a story. So I bought that Fiber Goddess stuff when I was in Edinburgh to make the Otley shawl. So this is the full skein. Oh shoot, my needles. This is one full skein of the BFL and Masham that she had, which it's so pretty and it's so squishy.
The colors are changing. Just
I know
even
that,
looking
but
at
this is the issue that I had with it, because it's one of those yarns that when you look at it, it's a different color each time. Because sometimes it looks a little bit brown, sometimes it looks a little olive.
See,
and sometimes it looks a little with a little yellow tinge to it. So I I did these all up. They were a set of 5 minis. I don't know if you guys watched last one, I had it on there not wound up. So it's 5 different colors of minis, and I had joined them so I could just knit and not have to stop and join. And I had bought this specifically to go with this. Well, once this was all knit out and out of the skein, it does not go at all.
Which one? Because I know you've ripped some of it out. So you started with this color?
I started with this because I wanted to end with the blue.
Right.
But I had them all laid out, and I put this ball all apart in each color, and I laid them.
Right.
None of them. It just clashed. So I was really sad because I was like, now what? Because I actually bought this to go with this, not the other way around. So, dun, 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 Roz to the rescue.
Fiber neck.
Fiber Nook Roz, who gets mentioned every single time we talk. Because she's a mom. She's awesome. She's amazing. So she had made a swan show. You've probably seen. She had it at the weekend, but I don't know if she actually wore it. It's gray and it has some color work up here.
Oh, maybe. Yep.
So she had some leftovers, and it too is BFL and Masham. It's the, what did she use? She used the Dovestone. The Dovestone DK. The Baharayu. I love that stuff. So it's a blend of, yeah. So it has the BFL in it and the Masham, but it also has some Wensleydale. So that's okay.
That's gonna be nice.
It's gonna be nice. And it's all these muted colors that actually go with it. Much better. That's gonna be so pretty.
So nice. Whichever way you want to go.
I don't know. We got just too much.
Like these two are almost the exact same.
I've got too many balls in my hand. Have you ever said that before? So many times. Okay. Oh my god.
This
Maddie's sleeping, right?
Maddie's not listening. He wouldn't even care even if he just said it and he was awake.
So I just gonna play with it because I haven't even laid it out because Roz brought it. She dropped it off when I was at work yesterday, and I was in seeing patients, so I wasn't in my office.
Like these two colors are pretty much the exact same as what's in it.
I might start with this maybe and go to the dark.
Yeah.
And then fade to the blue to the gray, I think. Or go the green, the yellowy green, gray, then to the blues and end with the dark blue maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna fiddle with it.
I don't know either, but
because
I like that.
And I won't use even close to all of this because it's just a mini's worth of 5 different colors. So it's 40 rows I think is what I've got left.
Yeah, like this is lovely.
And it's like
squishy.
It's so easy. For some reason though, I started it at the retreat and I could not wrap my mind around it. I think I was just too tired. Look at our light, it's just all
I know.
Out.
It's because it's super nice out today. So
it took me 5 times to rip the first 3 rows out to get started. And you know what it was? I was so brain dead, like my mind was not working.
Yeah.
So you put this marker at the end of this stockingette section, and then one in the middle. So of course in the beginning, the stockinette stitch is 1 stitch on each side and 1 in the middle. I couldn't get my head wrapped around the knit to 1 before the marker, then make a stitch, then knit 2.
Yep.
And make a stitch. For some reason, that just didn't make sense to me because I'm like, but I've only got 1 stitch. So I kept ripping it out 5 times before I was like, oh my god.
I've been there, I've done that.
Like I should have, if I would have had a different project, I would have put this down and I would have picked it up the next day and I wouldn't have had an issue. But
no.
For whatever reason.
But I think we all do that. We get tired and
I got wrapped up in
overthink everything.
I totally was.
And then it's just becomes
so silly.
A complete shit show, and then it's like, because usually I'm pointing you. It's like, why am I not understanding this?
That was like, remember those stupid socks that I was making, and it said to mirror the pattern.
Oh yeah, we couldn't get that at all.
And I was like, so mirroring meaning like make the other sock in the so that your pattern, everybody but me knows what mirroring the pattern is. So I kept trying to figure out how to do it all on the same sock. And yeah, Sherri, I think because I got in her head, so she was thinking the same way as me, and neither one of us could figure it out. And I sent it to Roz. I'm like, I'm so confused. And she's like, what's the problem? And I'm like,
you just do the opposite. It's all good.
Do you know what the problem is? I'm the problem.
I have seriously overthunk everything.
I am so much of the problem.
It's all you. It wasn't the pattern.
It was me. So that's all I have that I'm working on, or about to work on.
Sorry, that shawl. I really want to start that other cardigan. But I did finish, and I did this for my mom for Mother's Day, but I haven't given it to her yet. Because I was working all weekend.
But
This
now
is
it's
my
blocked
harvest.
out,
This
it's
is my
long.
harvest
Did you
cardigan.
even block it? Or you just washed it and let it dry?
I washed it and laid it flat to dry.
Oh, you didn't even block it.
I did
That's
nothing.
nice.
I did nothing. And
God, you knit so tight. It's like...
See, and it's funny. I honestly didn't. I was doing this. I'm like, I'm gonna be so loose, ha ha ha. No,
Oh.
but
Because it bloomed so much
yeah,
that the stitches all just look, they're just like loving each other.
they are.
Loving up on each other.
But it's nice and it's done, and I'm just gonna at the Fiber Frolic, because I don't have any awesome buttons anymore. I've used them all, so I'm gonna go get like an awesome button.
I'm sure you'll find something there.
I'm sure I will.
Because there's so many vendors.
And get a
there.
nice button for that. So that's my cardigan. And if my mom doesn't like it, then it
Well,
will find a very lovely home
It
in
will.
mine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then when we're finished this shawl, or we're both ready to start our next cardigans, we're gonna do together too. But so they both have some Celtic cabling, but they're
Yeah.
different cardigans. Sherri has hers picked out, and it like it goes up the lapels and around the neck.
Yeah.
Where mine is all plain, and it's the one that has that panel of it down the back.
Yeah, I
that
know
we're
I've
gonna-
had yours saved on Ravelry, I think,
Yeah.
as well.
So
but-
we'll kinda loosely do our sweaters together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if anybody wants to join us and do an overlander with us, that would be fun.
Yep.
We can just, cause you know what, my fiber share partner, Caitlin,
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to her, was it last night or the night before? No, it was last night. And so she's on her way. She lives in California, so she's going up to Portland, this for like a little trip with her husband.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's gonna go fiber shopping, because that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So I told her that this is what we were doing, and I was like, you should join us. And I bought the pattern. I gifted her the pattern. I sent it to her. So she ordered yarn from, oh, what did she show me? I think Farmer's Daughter.
Oh, really?
And they were gonna do she had picked her color,
Mm-hmm.
and then they were gonna do some minis up, or gather some minis, or whatever I don't know if they were gonna dye. I don't think they were gonna dye anything specifically for. I'm not sure. I wasn't part of the conversation, so I'm guessing.
Make it up, whatever.
Yeah, just make that shit up. If you don't know it, say it. Somebody will believe you.
That's right.
I'm sure she said it was Farmer's Daughter. Anyway, she's gonna do it with us,
Oh, right on.
so that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And her colors she picked were right here. Oh, Farm Girl Fibers, not Farmer's Daughter. So those are her
pretty
colors that she's gonna do. And then they're gonna put some minis together for her.
Nice.
So we've got I guess we have a little mini make-along
Make along.
that we're gonna plod through. Right?
I'll be the last one. I'm the first one to start. I'll be the last one to finish.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. So then,
Maybe
for
not.
finished objects, all I have, I
All
just
I
have
have
the
is my
one
sweater.
thing. I forgot to
Am I-
show this to you guys too. Well, with my Edinburgh Bounty, this got
Mhm.
lost. So this was my knit that I did while I was traveling, and at my knit nights. At the knit nights, I haven't even blocked it yet. I really do need to. So
Wait a sec.
this is the front.
You got a stitch marker on them still.
So I gotta block this out. I hate this bump you get when you do your crescent shawls. It drives me crazy, actually. Oh, sorry. So this is what I worked on, and I got really sick, so I didn't finish it there. But
I
I
like
finished
this.
it not too long after I got home. It's like the perfect travel knit. It really was, because the only thing that you had to pay attention to was this little textured border, which was, I think it was a 4-row repeat, maybe.
Like this part
This
here?
in
Yeah.
the middle. The rest of it was just mindless, which is what you want, right? When you're traveling and
Mhm.
when you're sitting at it at night.
This will be
And
so
she
nice
had-
in the winter.
She had thicker tassels, but I just made mine. I made mine not as thick, and I don't know if I like it or not. I might redo them. I'll see when I block it out. If they kind of look lost,
Mm-hmm.
then I'll redo it. or just add more. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So I made this with, and I know I talked about this before, but anyway, I made the harvest, or with the Alberta Yarn Project, with their harvest, which is the alpaca and Shetland. And actually I saw, I think last night, they had a post up on their Instagram feed that they only had 6 skeins of it left and it was a limited production. So this yarn though is so nice, and I think I have enough to make a toque.
I was gonna say you have lots left over.
I do. Because I had,
Do you think you could do mitts, like a pair of mitts out of that? Would
oh,
there be enough?
probably.
Yeah. Because that would be
There
nice.
might not be enough for a plain pair, but if I did it,
If you
like
did a little-
2 colors,
If you put even just like a cream color, you could
And I
do
have-
a little bit of like a.
and I do. I have some cream
Color work.
alpaca from Twisted. What is that alpaca farm that's down just south of us? I can't remember now. My mind went blank. They always are at the Stony Plain when they do there's the market out there that they have once in a while. They're at that one.
Because that would be really nice. Because like on a
Mhm.
like a fall day, you'd have this and like a nice pair of mitts.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
So
Because this is super cozy and warm.
it is just so nice, and it's a nice blend because you get all the alpaca softness,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a 70-30 mix, so it's not just a little bit of the
No, and
Shetland wool.
that's what my cardigan was too. Was
It's-
like a 70-30. And
It's
it got
just
so
so
stinking
woolly, yeah.
soft.
And it's kind of like it's almost like you can still feel lanolin almost a little when you're knitting with it. It just kind of gets softer.
It gets
as
softer as you work with it.
Like I haven't even washed it yet, and it's I can't wait. I'm gonna go home and wash it and block it out
Mm-hmm.
because it's really nice.
Because you know it's only May here, so
But it's finally
could
nice
get
out.
some more snow.
It's all fuzzy though.
I know.
About-
It's all over my neck.
Yeah, the sun came out. We sat
Yeah.
outside all weekend. Well, no, I didn't go out on Saturday because I was like, if I go outside, I'm not gonna want to go back in to go to work.
Nope.
So I stayed in my office. But yesterday it was nice out.
Yesterday was lovely.
It was. It
Kids
was
got
so nice.
well, my kids didn't get burned. My husband got burnt Saturday watching soccer.
Oh, Chase got burnt so
Yeah.
bad. He has the big farmer burn going on.
Yeah.
It's like, why didn't you take sunscreen there, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Cool guys don't do that.
No.
No, too macho for that shit.
Mhm.
I forgot to show you. You've never even seen this. Look at this bag.
No, I thought when you
bought.
walked in though, I was like, "What's this now?"
This I got in London. Just there was like a little street vendory shop kind of thing set up just outside of Loop, basically, like just down the street from Loop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, it's a leather backpack that can be made bigger. So this is it's
Super
so
cute.
soft,
Now, how come Alberta Health Services can't give you this when you get 20 years in?
right? That stupid little Terra thing. Like, what is that from Superstore?
It's really light.
And so then
very
and
lightweight.
it's got these side snaps that it almost
Ta-da!
doubles in size almost. I packed so much crap in this stuff coming home.
Well, you could.
It totally was.
This
Yeah.
is nice.
It's so nice. But then, so I got home and it's got pockets, like a couple of pockets. It's got one in the front here and it's got one in the back. So I came home and I put it in my closet when I got home from my trip. And I don't know, it was about 2 days later, my daughter comes in and she's like, "Mom, the house stinks." And so I went through, I took the garbage out. I'm like, but I just changed the garbage. Oh, maybe, I don't know.
yeah.
I looked under the sink. I was like, I don't know, maybe there's some potatoes or, you know how
Yeah.
you just do
Oh,
this,
yeah.
you scour everything. I'm like, I have no idea. So then she comes, she goes, "Mom, it's in your room." And I'm like, what the hell? So then I thought the dog had gotten into something.
Mhm.
So again, I through first I started in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, I don't know. And actually I found out my sink was leaking. So it wasn't all bad. It wasn't all bad. So, yeah, the sink needed to be fixed. So we got that done. But then I'm looking and looking and looking, and this was like over a 2-day kind of thing. And then the dog, Ava's up there. She's just sniffing like crazy, and she keeps going into my closet. So I went back on, like, it was the freaking bag. So I don't know if it was maybe the dye that they used when they tanned and processed it. So I threw it out. I had to put it outside in my Rubbermaid thing where
Yeah.
I keep my cushions over
Yeah.
winter, my patio furniture cushions. So I put it out there. I just brought it in today, and I kind of, when I brought it in, I was like, no, it kind of, you can still smell it. But it was
Smell
like
leather.
a million times worse. It was putrid smelling. So I'm happy to say it's better.
It's aired out.
It was bad though. It was like, what the hell? Yeah.
No one wants a stinky bag.
It was just so weird.
It is weird because usually
was
it just
weird.
like I don't know. I just smell leather, like plain old.
Yeah, but it was, I don't know. It must have been the dye that was used when they went processed. Yeah. So
Did you have it in another bag?
I
was
brought
just-
it. I bought it, and I used it right away. Like I bought it in London. I was trying to remember the name of the place. It was, I think it was like Moss Bags or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, but happy to say it's better now.
That's good.
So that's all I have though.
Yeah.
I don't have much. I keep looking over here to see. I don't have much.
No,
think
that's
that's it.
all I've got. I'm out.
Yeah, I think you know what? We should do a little. Come knit along with us. Make the
Yeah.
Overlander. When I
I'm not
actually-
very far along, so seriously, you can catch up within like
There's lots of
2
time.
hours.
Come knit with us. We don't have prizes or anything. It's just for the fun of it.
We got nothing to give you.
We got nothing other than
you
our
get to,
company.
You get to hang out with us more, maybe.
Maybe
Come to our
come
knit
to our
night.
knit night. Yeah. I feel like I'm yelling. I think I am.
I don't know. Maddie's sound asleep in the chair.
Passed out.
Yep.
He's like a little baby lark.
I know.
Well, he's so quiet. We tried doing our very first episode, our pilot.
It did not air.
No, we didn't put it up. It was in December, so it was before Christmas. Your house looked so nice because that was the only other time we were
Christmassy.
here. You had your mantles all decorated. It was pretty.
Yep.
But her 5-year-old was home that day. I don't know what we were thinking.
No, I don't know
5-year
why we were trying.
A 5-year-old boy and mom's trying to accomplish that.
I thought
that was
maybe
stupid.
he'd just watch the iPad, which is what he does every day, all day anyway sometimes. So I'm like, he'll be fine. He won't even know that we're doing anything.
We were dumb.
He kept poking out like from the corner every now and then. It's like,
Well,
I
it
know.
wasn't that. It was, then he started yelling because we were ignoring him.
right.
Yeah. Then he really wanted attention.
Yeah. Anyways.
But yeah, so that was it. So I think that's it for us. I'd really like it if people came and knit with us. That's what I like. Come out on Mondays if you can make it. It would be great. We have a little area around the fireplace, and we pull all the couches and stuff, the comfy chairs in a big circle, so it's nice and comfy.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
It is. And then I think we'll go enjoy the day before we go to knit night tonight.
Yes.
What time is it? Oh, it's 2:00 already.
It's 2:00. I gotta go get kids in a while.
All right. So until next time then,
All right.
subscribe,
Yes.
follow us,
Yes.
join us.
Like us. Don't like us. Whatever.
No, everybody like us. All right. Take care.
Bye.